today? Today is the day after Mikasa's birthday. I don't know what Mikasa's. Yesterday. My home birthday. Something like that. I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You get the gist of what I'm going. But with that being said, man, today is another fire day. It is a gloomy day and supposed to be at 80 degrees. I am your weatherman, Javier Martello Boy Walker, here today to explain what the heck is going on with Austin's weather. What's the thing? So no, I'm just playing. Look, man, I am on 10 because every day is my birthday, but yesterday was the day, or not even the day. I don't even want to say it's not the day. It's just so happened to be years later of a day that everybody else was born on, because it ain't the same year, right? It ain't the same time frame that I came in. So I like saying every day is my birthday, and I really don't subject to having a specific birthday, but I do acknowledge when people acknowledge that was the thing, because that's the culture of America. So yesterday was my birthday, right? The thing that goes year round, and they say, oh, what's your birthday? Yesterday was my birthday, and I had a voluptuous, exquisite, stupendous surprise designed by my wife and my daughter, and I must say they did a very, very, very good job, man. I mean, it scared me out of my cojones. And to with that being said, man, it was something different. I don't think I've ever had a surprise party. And so to get surprised like that, and she got footage, and I'm just like, no, don't post that, don't do that, don't do that. And so whatever the case may be, long story short, I enjoyed all of it yesterday. I enjoyed the breakfast. I enjoyed the outing. I enjoyed all of the things that we did yesterday, even the picnic. So we did a lot of stuff. We're going to be dropping that vlog very soon. And with that being said, I enjoyed my birthday yesterday. So, with that, I'm just like, hey, let's turn up. And today is my birthday too. So no, it's not. Yesterday was my birthday.
And then this month is our month, our anniversary month, my birthday month, his birthday month. So, and what is it called? Black something month.
Yeah.
Yes, history. Black History Month. Hello there. What is that?
Grand Rising. So yeah, yesterday enjoying my birthday it was a grand, huh? Oh yeah, it was a grand day. She did a lot on that surprise, and I ain't never experienced surprise, but I just wanted to count the blessings and say thank you for that. Enjoyed it so much. Right. I don't know if you guys have had a surprise birthday party, but man,
I'm sorry guys, I shouldn't be eating here.
But they don't care.
And I'm eating oatmeal.
My man said random. Don't you have a job to go to? No, I don't.
Job is right here.
The job is here. Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, it's you, right? It's your eyeballs. But man, let's get it started, man. Look, I'm gonna just tell you this, man. No matter what people say, no matter what outside opinions there are, no matter what the circumstances is, it's about striving through. It's about pushing through. It's about getting insight from God. It's about understanding what the mission is, right? Understanding where you're going, right? And then it's also about execution, right? It's like, yo, there's so much to be done that you don't want to squander that time away. You don't want to squander it away because, man, like before you know it, 5 years is up. Before you know it, 10 years is up, right? And you already have that experience just like I got the experience, right? And with that being said, I want a lot done within those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years. I want a lot of stuff done. And I don't want to be subjected to paying bills. I don't want to be subjected to this is the only thing that I got to do, or this is the only thing I got purpose of doing, or this is the only way I have my time set up. And so when I get time, free time, then I want to chill and relax. I don't want that in my life, right? Who wants that, right? Let me be careful when I say who wants that. But look, and the more matter of the story is like, yo, you want to be able to move the needle forward. right? It says my English is not good, but I think you want to surprise someone. No, I got surprised yesterday on my birthday, and I enjoyed it tremendously. I was in there like, yeah. No, I wasn't. I actually wasn't. I woke up and it was like, confetti in your face, haha. And I got scared out of my sleep because it was like, oh, there's a snake in my boot, type stuff, and I don't want to give too much away because then that's gonna like defeat the vlog, right? But long story short, it's like I enjoyed it, man. It was a lot. The breakfast, what do they call it, disaster breakfast or something like that, like that was all set up so well. We just came out of a fast. That's not what we call it, right? We don't want to say it, but yeah, we can say it now because it's over with, right? But we just came out of a fast, and we didn't break our fast with like any junks or stuff like that. But my wife had ended up getting like a vegan cheesecake, right? Because we hadn't had any sweets and stuff like that, and
it was a Daniel fast.
It was a Daniel fast, right? And long story short, man, it was delicious. She had made some pancakes.
Waffles.
There were waffles. My bad. It was waffles, man. It was waffles. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things about putting your perspective in your eyesight, in your mind's eye, in certain directions, right? Because you're going to get tested. Well, when I say tested, I'm not even just talking about outside environments. I'm not talking about outside situations. I'm talking about even people, right? People are going to test you because they're not having a bad day, and you must stay in alignment. What the happity scabby?
I'm sorry.
You must stay in alignment, right? It's very important for you to stay in alignment. Why? Because you don't want to give your energy away, guys.
Right.
You don't want to give your energy away. You don't want
I
to...
want to stand up on this one.
You want to stand up on this one?
For a little bit, yeah.
I want to stand up too, little kid.
No, you can't stand up.
Why not?
Because you're tall. You don't have to move all this stuff. Just keep
Boo.
going. Just keep going.
Seems to be cool. Yeah, man. Honestly,
you seem to be cool.
Oh, okay.
You
That's what's up, man.
Cool.
But look, I feel like, okay, so I had some scenarios, basically, long story short, right? And I was dealing with it last week, right? Not really dealing with it, but in the beginning of the week, everything was smooth, copacetic, cream de la cream, right? And at the end of the week, around Tuesday and Friday, is when things started getting really testy, right?
Yeah.
And people were giving me energy, and I tell you guys not to react to a lot of things. I tell you guys to respond to things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, man, I want you to be aware that govern your energy, right? Govern your attention, govern what you give your energy to, right?
Yeah.
And you want to govern it because when you encounter these situations, you want to be able to not freely give your energy, right? If somebody's like, yo, chill out, or whatever the case may be, and saying something that just makes you want to react to them, do your best not to do that, right? Do your best not to, because you don't want to do the back and forth thing with those situations.
Right.
Because it will drain you. You will give your energy. Just listen to me. You don't want to do this, right? You don't want to do it. I sound like Kanye when I just did that, right? You don't want to do it. Look, you don't want to do it, man. You want to just, you want to give them that customer service response. I'm sorry you feel that way, right? Or like, unfortunately, I'm not able to serve you. Or my apologies that my services wasn't up to your standards, or stuff like that. And try not to come from a sarcastic position, right? You want to stay in alignment. You want to stay in alignment with your higher self, right?
Right.
My wife was giving me a scenario in a situation. We had a encounter with someone who
a close friend.
I wasn't even going to say. I wasn't even going to share that. But we had an encounter with a
who used to be a close friend. We'll say it like that. A person who used to be a close friend. But not anymore. Of course, it was the past, right? So you say, yeah. What is it? Is it the same thing that we're about to talk about?
Maybe.
So what happened was you had said, oh, I had said that this is what happened with the person, and then you had said that, but what did you reminded me of what they did a long time ago?
Yeah.
Because I had to like forgive that person and stuff like that, and then you reminded me of that of what they did before, and I was like that was a long time ago. And then what did you want to say about it? But
I was gonna just bring up that this individual, we couldn't serve them and at that point in time the way they wanted to be served.
Yeah.
And we notified them that it would be tugging on our personal endeavors right now to assist you in that matter.
Yeah.
Right. But if we can assist you in that matter in a different way, we're more than welcome to do that. But at the certain time that what you're asking for, we can't serve you in that way right now. Right? Because then you'll be messing with the stuff that we are building right now, and we don't need that right now. We don't need those issues or problems. Right? And so it wasn't the response that they were seeking at that moment. So what I realized, after receiving what they didn't want, they end up falling off the map, right? They end up falling off the map and not wanting to respond to text messages.
They pretty much cut off the
relationship, ties, cut off the relationships. And after receiving what our response was in a genuine manner, we told them, hey, we can't be of service like that, but we can be of service in these ways right now, because if we be of service in that way, it'll be jeopardizing what we have built so far.
Right.
And it wasn't even an understanding. It was just more of like, oh, I don't like your response, and I'm gonna just cut off ties because you can't help me.
Yeah.
And we felt some type of way a little bit, and it was like, yo, we've given some energy to you, and for you to not be an adult in that moment to understand that we can't service you right now, and put yourself in our shoes right now, and we'd be understanding if it was vice versa.
Yeah.
But long story short, some time went by, and they came and said their sorries and stuff like that for whatever the case may be, and they had to do some self-reflect. And I was telling my wife, I was like, man, for me, so on and so forth. I'm like, man, I wouldn't be so nice. I would bring up a situation like in the past, like, yo, this is what you did in the past when you weren't able to serve at that time. And I'm glad you weren't able to serve, because I would have made a bad decision. But even still then, I'm bringing it up that it wasn't not vendetta. It wasn't any grudges against you from saying no. It was more of like, wow, you don't want to help, or okay, cool. Yeah. Right? But let it go, And she reminded me, like, long story short, I don't want to do that because I've already given it to God, and God said that maybe this person has come back and said their apologies for a reason. And for them coming back and giving their own apologies and explaining that this is what they were self-reflect on, and they apologize about this and that, that there's no point of going back in the past to bring something up. And I was like, you know what? Right. You're right about that, right? Because I'm already on a mission, but at the same time, I'm like, this person now wants the energy and coming back, like, hey, let's chill, or let's, have some time. And I'm just like, no, you don't get the same access. Yay. You don't get the same access that you had in the beginning. And that's not necessarily what the culture of heaven wants to present, right? And by her saying that, it had to bring me back to earth, and was like, you know what? You're right. You're right about that. Maybe that shouldn't be the case. What's up? What you looking at?
I'm looking at myself.
Ooh.
What?
Get out of there. You had enough time. You had all the time in the world to do all that.
Ooh.
You ain't.
Stop.
You should have heard what Dr. Miles Monroe said about that.
About what?
About people doing that.
Looking at themselves.
Yeah, he's like, people be in the service and they be fixing their face and all that. He went in. He was like, guys, like, man, he went in. He went straight in. He was not playing. I said, wow. I was like, I ain't never thought about it like that.
Right? Me
he
too.
Was like,
I was just like over here, like,
wow, yo, you. Vein Brian. I don't know that you so Vein Brian.
You so vain, brain, Brian. Whatever.
I don't know what you talking about, JD. What you talking about, man?
What's up, JD? I didn't even see that was JD. Welcome to the building.
Yeah, man. So long story short, it was an enlightening situation from her, and I thought it was. It says you don't know what the vein mean.
No.
Vein mean.
You don't know what the vein means. No.
You talking about the vein? No, I don't know what the vein is. I ain't never
the
heard
veins?
of it. The veins in your vein? The vein in the vein with the whole thing that move the blood around your body in the vein? That's the vein you talking
about? What?
Someone that's very conceited. Mm-hmm. Oh, vein, yeah. Oh!
What?
You doing all that in the mirror in the thing conceited. Oh, okay. Yeah. She had all the time in the world to be over there in that dang old mirror. Anyways, I feel like this message for today was inciting, keeping your high vibration, keeping the energy up, and like, you know, not necessarily giving your energy to people, right? Mm-hmm. And I say this because, listen, guys, we do this full time. We're on YouTube, and we're mainly focusing on YouTube. But we give a little energy to TikTok, and we just found out recently that the TikTok app is not in the Apple Store, right? And I was like, wow, that's interesting.
And also the
CapCut.
The CapCut.
Yeah. CapCut is not in the TikTok. I mean, in the Apple Store either, right? And I was like, that's weird, right? And so you can't get updates, or you can't update the app. So it's kind of like.
JD said, Carly Simon, I think.
Yeah.
Look it up. You are so vain. You'll probably think this song is about you.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. I was gonna say what I was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was the one who distracted you.
What did I say?
You were talking about.
You're fired.
You're
fired. You're fired. Fired. No.
I can't remember, but you were talking about.
I was basically saying like keep your energy, and then like the purpose of the conversation was bringing light on maintaining your energy. Right. I was gonna say so we're doing YouTube full time, right?
Oh yeah.
So we do Monday through Friday, but we're gonna start doing every single day. But I think we might do Monday through Friday lives, and then every single day just basically a post a day, right? Post every single day, even on the weekends, right? And one of the things that we're focusing on is getting our watch time up, right? So we're focusing on getting our watch time up so we can be the product of receiving income from from YouTube, right? So we're giving ourselves a year or two, whatever the case may be, right? Really doesn't even matter about the year, but just really focusing on the consistency and staying aimed in and locked in on this platform, right? Why? Because number one, personally wise, I am an operator there's a place down here called Capital Metro, right? And I operate the buses and stuff like that, right? And so I deal with the numerous amount of people, and I deal with the public, right? And so there's levels of the public that I deal with, right? Yeah. And I don't want to say deal with, but I encounter different energies and different frequencies from different people, right? Mm-hmm. And so from a long period of time, I haven't been with them for a very long time, but I realized that watching consistency and doing it for a longer period of time, the energy that I had in the beginning is starting to be a little bit warped, or there's much more of let me get through this day concept. And I noticed that that's not me, right? I have high energy, high vibration. I'm like, yo, I like your shoes. Yo, the outfit is clean, da-da-da-da. But I am dealing with not high vibrational people too as well with being in this area. Oh, wow. With being in this area, right? Or with dealing with this type of environment of operations, right? Mm-hmm. And so what I realized too, man, operating in that area and being in there and dealing with some people, it could be a challenge, man.
I know.
And
I've been there.
You've been there.
But for me, it was my co-workers.
No,
I wouldn't say it was the people outside. I mean, it was the people in some form of fashion, because I was working at the restaurant as a server / host. Yeah. It was kind of like the people I used to work with. Yeah. They were like that. Most of them, not all of them. Some of them were very sweet people.
Yeah.
But it was very challenging. Like the way that people operate sometimes is like, oh my God, how do I
Right.
do this? You get frustrated.
One
It
day you're happy
frustrates.
and one day you're mad, or
Yes,
like your
one day you
coworkers are
mad
like
at
that.
me. One
Yeah.
day one day I come in and I say hi and you
And you
just
don't
don't
say hi.
respond.
Like, what did I do to you?
And
What?
we can't change that, but we can always be happy in inside, and always be aware of, like, I am who I am. I can't
Right.
let somebody else distract me. I can't let somebody else take me into the
Take out of my
dark
joy.
with
Take me out
them.
of the joy.
Yeah.
Right. And so, with saying that, I I'll come from a place of operating from a place of happiness, peace, and joy, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I implement. That's who I am, right? And so, before I got into that space, I was in the dance space, right? So I go to dance battles, I'm, street performing, I'm at events, I'm performing at other events and things like that. So everybody that I'm dealing with, and even
Mm-hmm.
me maintaining who I am at the time of dancing, the characters
Yeah.
that I have to portray, you have to understand you have to keep that level of peace, joy, and happiness up,
Yeah.
right? Because you're the joy, right?
Right.
You're the actor, you're the dancer, and you're the energy, right?
Yeah.
People are watching you. So everything that I'm putting out, I am receiving back. So being on the opposite side of doing a aka job that does not generate high energy, and I have to be the generator for the energy on a level where I'm not cranking it,
Yeah.
right? Meaning cranking is like I'm moving, I'm dancing, right? I'm cranking the energy, right? I'm not still and sitting in one spot, right? For a long period of time. So I
Yeah.
have to understand that, listen, joy is the game, man. Joy, energy is the game. Why? Because even when some people don't want to respond, I'm just only sharing this because I know that we can deal with people sometimes on a very low level, and it's like, dude, try not to like necessarily react to their energy. Don't engage if they say something negative to you. Don't engage. So I had a scenario, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, right? I had a scenario with this gentleman who got on the bus, right? And this gentleman got on, and I was explaining to him he has to come to the front to scan his thing, right? And so the people in the center, da da da, open the back door. He walks to the front, comes to the front, and like he scans the thing with an attitude, and he puts it kind of like in my face a little bit, like his wallet, like here's something. I'm like, oh no, I'm good, right? And then I realize as he's like still kind of murmuring about stuff, he's mad at me, and I'm like, what are you mad at me for, right? And immediately, now I normally don't react to people, but immediately I'm like, man, go sit down, bro. Like, what you got a problem for me telling you come scan that this is part of the process. You gotta
Yeah.
scan it. You already know this. I don't need to explain this. And so I immediately reacted to him, and there was a back and forth situation. I'm like, yo, just go chill out, bro. Like you go sit down. Just this is not it. This is not the time, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm over here operating the bus and you giving me flack about signing. So more of the story, I'm telling you to keep the high energy because you don't want to give these type of people your energy. It is
That's
a
right.
strain on you to go back and forth with somebody that you don't need to do that with.
Yeah.
Right? I could have been like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, da 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 da, right? And just take the L or take the lesson, not the L, take the lesson in reversing the energy, flipping the energy, right? Masking the energy, right? And just not giving that aspect of why you're acting this way towards
Thank
me,
you,
right?
future boy. We appreciate that.
Gratitude and appreciation. Listen, so with that being said, yo, so my man's is like going back and forth, and he's like, yeah, something, say something again, I'll come up there and stick you, right? He's like threatening me. I'm like, bro, if you stick me and you don't kill me, I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna stick you in your
Yeah.
head, right? Right? And so I'm saying it all proper and stuff because I'm just trying to roll through it with high energy. I don't want to really give the energy that was then, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna stick you in the head, right? With it. And you ain't, it's gonna be ops. I'm like, you out here threatening me. I'm like, yo, this ain't it. So this man is about like 50, 60, right? And immediately I check myself. I'm like, no. Don't give your energy. Why are you going back and forth with this guy? I'm like, this is my inner dialogue right now. Now I like, smacking myself and like just like get back in like tune. Like, yo, this guy's not worth it. And I got a couple people like, yo, ice it, kill it energy. And so I immediately jump in a state of, yo, right now you are at this age and you won't get respect right now because you're not operating from a place of respect. Youngins gonna only respect you if you already respecting yourself. Right? That's how it goes. You can't be that age and then think because you saying what you saying that I'm gonna respect you. Right? And so I had to like tell him like, yo, I'm like, what did I say? I said, you're a disgrace right now. I had told him, I'm like, you're a disgrace right now. Like, you're a disgrace to God because the way you operating. And I said, you're a disgrace to everybody else, right? Yourself. I'm like, shame on you, right? I'm just calling this dude. I'm like, shame on you, bro. Like, you out here not giving good energy. And then there's nothing I said to you that make you feel that way. Shame on you, right? Mm-hmm. And so I said it with so much conviction that the energy in the bus changed, right? Everybody felt what I was saying. They're like, yeah, like shame on this guy, right? I ain't heard nobody say shame on nobody in a long time, right? And so there was an African dude in the back. He was like, to the guy, like, yeah, shame on you, right? And the energy shifted in this man. The energy shifted, right? And so he said a couple of words. I'm like, oh, God fears him and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? You right. You got it, bro. You. I just laughed like you got it. I ain't even about to defend God because God can defend himself, right? He don't need me to say anything about anything, right? And so he said a couple of words and then the energy shifted and he started smiling about some stuff. I'm like, yeah, He got off the bus. Long story short, it was the change in the present moment that I realized that you should not be giving this man, you should not be entertaining this man at this time. Yeah. You should not be entertaining him with low value. You should not try to meet him where he's at. And I was like, immediately I saw like, dude, do not give him any more power. Yeah. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chickity, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Chitty,
say something.
What did he say?
He said, you out here shaming bus drivers. You should be doing God's work. Lol, just kidding.
I know. Well, no, I know. I was shaming him. He was trying to shame. So, no. But he was mad at me, man. He was mad at me for making him come up to the bus to scan his card. You supposed to pay for the bus, bro. Well, I gotta tell you, this ain't no freebies. You don't just get on the bus. You can't just walk in HEB and like, yeah, grab this and grab that and grab this and walk out. Like, no, you ain't did the straw man act. All right? You still a part of the system. Anyways, so with that being said, guys, I just want to say, be very careful on who you react to, man. Yeah. Check yourself. Be present in the moment when you feel like you are entertaining something that you should not be entertaining. Right, yeah. Right? Because that energy carries. You walk with that energy. Whatever they are distributing out to you. Distributing. Because they be like the vending machine. They be like, here, you want some? You want some? You be like, no, I don't want that energy, bro. Like, huh?
Distributing
that energy, man. And you gotta just realize, man, you don't want to accept everybody's energy, right? Everybody is not flying on a high flying disc. Not everybody can maintain this type of energy or even higher energy, right? Yeah. Not everybody is like, oh, like, that's me. I'm in it. I'm all day, all day on it. Let's do it right now. Like, nobody's like that all the time, right?
I'll say all in all, this message is for you to forgive. It's for you to be more in yourself than being out there in what other people are saying. Mm-hmm. Be able to correct yourself because there's a lot of people who cannot control their anger. There are a lot of people who cannot control their words until they say something. So you being the person who are able to have that inner dialogue with yourself and say, hey, stop, and say, what am I doing, or and just being able to say this is not worth it, this is not worth my time, and move on. I feel like that's more powerful than anything, because now you're taking control of the situation, not reacting in a situation. The powerful person in the room is the person who don't react to the situation, is the person who just move on with their day and do whatever it is that they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. I feel like that's about it. That's what we wanted to talk about regarding faith and forgiveness.
Yeah, faith
and do you have anything else to add on?
Other than that, yeah. So we're focusing on building our page, getting our watch time up.
Oh, JD said something.
JD said something?
He said that I work with people who deal with substance abuse. I deal with many different personalities in a day from the same person. Oh shit, it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough, man. Yeah. But that's why that alignment aspect, man, is so
That's why
crucial.
It's important to pour in yourself first before you go out there and pour in these people. Like pouring in yourself, even your family, you need to pour in yourself first before going out there, or for them waking up and you entertaining your kids and stuff like that. You need to work out, you need to read, you need to work on your mind, and you need to make sure that by the time I go out there, you need to listen to motivational speakers. By the time I get there, I am ready to rock the world, right? Nothing can defeat me. I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Lol, I need relief too.
Yeah, he said that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here, lol. Oh yeah.
And honestly, JD, JD, listen, bro. That time before you go in and give them your time, listen, man. It says, seek first the government, which is the king, because the king is a government. The king he's the government. He's the lordship, right? Yeah. It means he owns everything, right? Seek first the government and his righteousness, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning in alignment with the right authority, with the government's authority, with God's authority, with the king's authority, right? In alignment with that. Yeah. Why are you seeking God first? Number one, you're saying, God, you're divine. I just woke up this rising. I appreciate you. What is the mission for today? How do I need to show up for the kingdom? How do I need to show up as the ambassador of the kingdom? What is the things that you need me to do? Now, I am going to share this with you guys on another day. Right now, I'm still immersing in gathering information and writing the stuff down to share with you the position of an ambassador and the things that we're supposed to be implementing when we go out into this world.
Right.
Now, as you're seeking God first, you're putting God first. You're saying, yo, you just woke me up this rising. Obviously, there's more to do with this mission today. I'm going to go ahead and let you know. And I'm going to ask you not to just shine light on me, but to give me the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I need you to give me the guidance. I need you to move me in a direction. I need you to show me the signs. Not only that, I need you to put me in a position where I'm helping hundreds of thousands of millions of people, right? Yeah. Why? Because I know that you want me to impact this world with the culture of heaven on earth. Right. I know you want me to, right? I know that's why I was created, right? Impacting this world with the culture of heaven on earth and showing these people what that looks like, and it also showing myself what it looks like. Right? Now, after I'd already aligned all my mind and my thought and my soul and my spirit with God, now it's time to get into the body. Now it's time to work out. Now it's time to go ahead and get that body stretched out. Now, after that, it's time to, after you do that, now you get into your meditation. Ground yourself. Be in the present moment. Because when you ground yourself and you are aware, it's almost like the pulsating. Like if you was, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Daredevil. When he was blind, and he tapped something, he can see the ripple effect of the sound waves hitting the surfaces of the wall, where he was able to see what he couldn't see with his eyes, but able to see with his mind's eye, right? And so he was able to see the floor and able to see the wall and things like that. And so when you meditate, this is what you're training yourself to do. You are training yourself to be aware and in the present moment of everything surrounding you, right? So while you're doing that, now you are seeing that you're here in it all. You're here in the moment with it all being around you. right? And now you're just kind of seeing and seeing and seeing without scrolling, right? Like, oh, there's a thought. Oh, I need to pay that phone bill. No, you bring that thought right back. You're like, I need to, come right back. Oh, I need to, come right back. Didn't I do, come right back. And that's what you're focusing on doing. Because when you do this, guys, you bring this center of awareness into yourself, right? So when you deal with those type of people, when you're dealing with these people, it is the sound waves bouncing off of the surfaces that those people are, right? And so you're able to witness and react in a way of calmness because you have already grounded yourself before you interacted.
Right.
So do not give your energy to the job. Do not give your energy to outside circumstances first before you do, number one, seek first God and his righteousness, meaning all of his laws, principles, and understanding, right? So you understand how to carry yourself, the persona, the character on dealing with people, man.
And if you have a great morning, you have a good day. If you can take control of your morning routine, you can have a great day every day. That's what I want to say.
The more you immerse yourself in the awareness of these things, the more you are writing it in the stone of your mind. So when you interact, you already know, right? And so that's what I mean. Do that, get into your body, stretch it out. The stretching is going to bring you to awareness. It's going to start because you're already working all of the tension. Your release and your relief is releasing the tension from your body, the negative energy. And the only way to do that is to warm up the body, to get the heart rate up, right? You release through your pores. And even, I don't know if you ever been in a session dancing and stuff like that, but in certain temperatures, I've even noticed my chi leaking out. And when I say my chi leaking out, the energy leaking out. And when I say, and what I mean by that is that I start to see my body steaming. I start to see it steaming off my body, right? Depending on the frequency or the temperature of the night or whatever the case may be, I see it steaming off. That means I'm releasing. It's hot. So I see it releasing from me.
JD said something.
And he says, not the Bible prayer.
Start from the top.
Oh, start from the top? Okay, 1 second. It says, God grants me the sincerity to accept the things I cannot change and courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. It says, that is the amendment vision. The amendment version. It says, not the Bible prayer.
You have to read it out loud.
Oh, I'm not reading all that again.
Why not?
Because I'm not.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
So I also say sincerity prayer.
Yo, it's so
serenity
hot
prayer.
in Texas. It's crazy.
And the serenity prayer, are you talking about our Father who is in heaven, holy be your name?
Thy kingdom
Come, thy will be done on earth as it is. Are you talking about that one?
Give us this day our deliver and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptations. I did that.
He said read it slower. Oh, okay. I don't know this.
He said no.
No, I don't know the serenity prayer.
We'll look it up though.
Okay. So, maybe I do, and I just don't know that's what it's called. You learn something new every day.
I know, right?
Anyways, so with that being said, I feel like
Hey JD, do you have a channel?
No, that is a channel, but he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't create
videos,
content.
That's what I'm asking.
Why don't you just go to it right now? Anyways,
create content.
So, I think more of the story today was he says, "Oh God," he says, "Heavenly Father, grant to us the sincerity of mind to accept that which cannot be changed, courage to the one you just said just now, courage to change that which can be changed, and wisdom to know the one from the other through Jesus." See, I love this. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. I think I've heard of that, but I don't. It's not to the T. It's not to the T for me.
Yeah.
And even with, he says, Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Jesus
Amen.
Christ our Lord,
It's actually
amen.
not
It's
in the
actually
Bible.
not in the Bible, but this is a prayer. It is a prayer. It does sound like a prayer.
Yeah, it does. Where did you get that at though? If it's not in the Bible, I'm not saying like everything has to be in the Bible. I'm just saying like where'd you get it at?
Maybe at school. Well, I don't know.
Nobody asked
Maybe in
you.
church. Maybe, I don't know. Because I do have a prayer that they used to say at my school, but it wasn't Our Father.
What was it?
It's in Zulu. I kind of don't want to. I can't remember all the words right now because it was like
Boo.
elementary. It was in elementary. Get out of here. You be trying to have
Get
me say
outta here.
everything in Zulu like
Yeah, you should.
like you understand everything. Oh, okay.
I mean, isn't that the whole purpose of me learning it? Got to hear it more often because when I get
I'm gonna
around
start
everybody
speaking
else,
Zulu.
I'm
I'm
be
gonna
like, ha
start
ha,
speaking
ha, ha. I think I understand what they're saying. Ha, ha, ha. Everybody laugh, they laugh, ha ha ha. I'm be like, ha ha ha.
Stop. I'm gonna start speaking Zulu with you.
So, with that being said, I think I dropped the gems for today. And I was saying all of that to say that even when we come on here, man, it's about high energy. It's about giving you the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding, and also stuff that you already know. Stuff that we just need to be reminded. Things that we just, it's not like we never heard of this stuff. It's like, yo, maybe this is the message of the day that I need to do because I'm not doing that, right?
Yeah.
Or per se, like, oh, I never heard that before, and now I have an awareness. Now I can implement that which I wasn't doing, right? And from there, it's just like
learning.
It's learning. It's encountering situations and then having other people who have been there to then share their experience and their insight on how they cope or necessarily handle, come up with solutions of those things, right? So, go out there, don't react, respond, stay high vibrated. Hey, go out there and get this money because we out here trying to get it. We out here. Somehow, no, I'm just playing. Don't get the money. Don't chase the money. All right. Don't chase the money. Don't chase the money.
I would say
chase God.
I want to say
and
that
all these things shall be added. And this is not a game too. This is for real. Like all these things shall be added.
I just forgot what I wanted to say.
I know you're gonna say it in a minute.
I just forgot. That's what I'm doing.
What am I supposed to do? Say, oh, let me get it, retrieve it back for you. I can't help you.
Please do.
But with that being said,
to hear your opinion on the 12 steps. If you have the time, look up NA or AA 12 steps and let me know if you F with them. All right. Okay, we'll probably come back tomorrow and let you know. Yeah.
I also say this because listen, I've been shown time and time again by seeking God and seeking to stay in alignment with his authority, right? That's what righteousness is, man. It means stay in alignment, stand upright within the authority, stand upright within the laws, right? But mainly his authority because the laws are part of it and then there's more to be done, right? So when God tells you to move, obviously be submissive enough and obedient enough to say, all right, definitely, I'm about to do it right now. You want to get in the mind frame of when God tell you to do something, you just do it. You just hop right on it.
I know, right? I delayed myself so much by not doing that, and I think I would have been
so far ahead.
Being able to see all the achievements of the things that I've held myself back and said, I'll do it later. I'm going to do it later. And literally, the last one he gave me was it was me making. So he gave me a plan. He gave me how to do it. He opened up a door for me to be able to enter to the store that I always wanted to enter, but I couldn't enter because of some reasons, which is like I haven't solved those reasons that were holding me back then, but I was able to unlock the store somehow.
Wow.
And while I'm like surprised that happened and I'm like happy and celebrating, he gave me an idea on how to execute, and he told me what to execute on, but I waited. And I didn't do it.
And God,
I think I waited for like I would say 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I executed. And I felt like if I didn't wait, the result was going to be different. So from now on, from today, I'm not sleeping on it.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
think getting
sleeping.
so sensitive enough to this stuff is
JD's saying
it's
I
so
have no
prevalent, man.
content.
He said you don't have no content.
Oh, okay.
It's so prevalent, man. Look, I want to move when God say move, right? I want to have,
Hey,
I
okay,
want
we
God to
got
have
you.
so much authority in my life that, that I look at God as my king, right? Because he is a king. This is a fact. This is a fact. That's what I was sharing with y'all about it last week, I think. Yeah, last week I was sharing that God is a king, like a literal king, right? He's also a Lord, right? Lord meaning like he owns the world. He owns everything. He owns me. He owns you. We're all his children. The water, the skies, the everything, man. Look, you already know what I'm talking about. You don't need to explain this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He owns everything. So that's lordship, right? And the only thing that we understand and we tie within lordship is a landlord, right? The landlord owns the property, right? Right, and that's the only thing that we have in the United States, which is where we can associate landlord and where it comes from and the origin of landlord, right? But in saying that, you want to be so obedient to God where it's like, yo, son, I need you to take a kneel. I'll take a kneel, right? I want to tell you this mission. I want you to go handle this
Bro, I
mission.
don't know if it's me, but it says
Bam!
no result found.
This is not the time.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
okay, I know why. I think I know why.
Because
Go
you
ahead,
didn't
babe.
put the
Go
at.
ahead.
You
Yeah,
didn't put the
maybe. Maybe.
You didn't put the at.
Yeah. Hey, there
JD,
it is.
it's right there. It's right there. Where the hell is the content, JD? Where is the content?
JD, we just subscribed.
That means that you got to make content now. We just subscribed. You just got
He
it.
just said he wants to go live. He wants to start going live.
Oh, that means I'm on it.
Don't sleep on YouTube,
I have none.
JD.
We know that. That's what I'm telling you. Now it's time to make some content.
Yes, it is.
Now it's time to give. Now it is
Let's
time
go.
to produce. All right, I quit.
Produce. I have none. Yeah, start creating content.
Yeah.
Especially because you are talking about how you want this income, that income, this. YouTube is a very great platform to just create content and end up quitting your job and stuff like that. If you're doing it the right way, you don't have to think that you're gonna, not learn what is YouTube about and not do the things that YouTube is you supposed to do. You got to learn from other people, and there are a lot of people who are teaching about how to execute on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube and stuff like that. Listen to the people who are already are great and do exactly what they tell you to do, so that you don't have to make the mistakes and it takes you longer for you to achieve your goals or be of service.
I just thought about God is a character of action. He is a character of executing. He loves when we execute on things.
Yeah.
He loves when we don't try to think about it all the way to the T before we act. He loves just. And then when I think about the stories of Moses, Job, the story about Adam, the story about Noah.
Yeah.
Every time he told them to do something, they did it. When he told Noah to build that ark, bro, or Noah was on it. He didn't let me try to see how I'm going to get it together and figure out how it's going to be because I've never actually built a boat before and I just don't know. God was like, build a boat. He was like, all right, hey, so God just told me to build it. Like, he was on it, bro. He was on it. Okay. Listen. When he told Moses to walk up to the mountain because the Israelites was scared when he tried to communicate with them and have a friend-to-friend conversation, right? Right? He wanted to talk to, the way he was talking to Moses as a friend, as though they were friends, he wanted to talk to the Israelites, but they were too afraid, right? Yeah. And so when he told Moses, you want to be the person, I didn't want to make you king, but I'm going to make you king now because obviously they scared of each other. They scared of me and stuff like that. I ain't read it yet. So with that being said, like he was like, yo, Moses, I need you to come up to the top of the mountain, right? I need you to come up to the top of the mountain, right? Moses was like, all right, he got to chopping it up the mountain. More of the story, he likes execution, right? He wants you to move when he say move.
Yeah.
He don't want you to be trying to second guess, think about, he wants you to trust when the king says move, You move.
Yes.
Because if the king says die, you die.
Okay.
That's serious.
But I like that JD says thank you 3 times after I said
know.
we have subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing.
I know.
Thank
That's
you
why I
for...
say he's stupid. I was like, he's stupid. That's why I looked at you like that.
I didn't get it at that time.
I
Exactly.
read it.
And I would love to do that at some point.
No, some point. Do it today. Start today.
Yeah, start today.
That
Start
was the
today.
best.
Structure things.
Start
down.
tomorrow. No, there's no tomorrow. You don't know.
I also love to work with other content. Yes, of course, creators like y'all. Hey, we here.
Absolutely.
People that are doing the thing I want to do. We go over the book of Job one day? My favorite Bible story.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Job is a very
putting us to work.
Job is a very interesting story, man, and I want to say why for me because he teaches character.
Yeah.
He teaches how to stay steadfast and how to maintain when they say 3, 2, 1, action. Job is in character the whole time. No matter what situation he was in, he showed that he was irremovable. He showed that he was in balance. He showed that he wasn't easy to wave. He showed that it's evidence. So when we are dealing with things in life and we're like, yo, this is not right. When our car got repo, when the lights got cut off, all these things, man, like we've been through some things, right? We've been through things.
Stop us, yeah.
And they weren't like, oh, bad, like, oh my God, things, right? You know, we lost people, you know what I'm saying? And
we lost friends.
Journey. We lost, not even lost. We didn't lose, but we went through the emotions dealing with those encounters that most people would be distraught about, right?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I'm devastated. It's like devastation is the world coming to an end. That's devastating. The scenarios that you're going through are not devastating at all.
Right.
Right? You're using the wrong word. You know?
You are.
And realizing that Job, man, Job is a product of character. And he shows you how to operate when stuff are not going the way that you want them to go. And it's about keep continuously putting God first because you're not in this physical form forever. So why move away from something that's a divinity and God that shows you that he loves you? Why move away from something like that because of the outside circumstances? When I transition from this body, where am I going to go? I want to make sure that my interest is, we Gucci. I know I'm a citizen of the kingdom of heaven, right? But I also want to continue, even when the stuff are happening, things are happening, I want to continue to move the way God wants me to move, right? I know I'm going to be tested. That's a part of it. You test your friends. I want friends that are like, yo, we was watching one of the Darman, what is his name, Darman? The show's Darman? This Darman show?
Darman show?
Yeah, we were watching one of the Darman shows, and this girl was having difficulties getting a job because she wanted to go to Colombian State to go visit her family for Thanksgiving.
She was looking for a job.
She was looking for a job to pay for a plane ticket. And she was getting so stressed out. And I'm like, she's like, it's not that I need money to pay my rent or eat. I just need it for a plane ticket because I want to share this moment with my family, and I've never missed a Thanksgiving. And she was really like getting bent out of shape for this. And I'm like, this girl ain't going through no struggles. She really ain't. But
and also she was missing the point that the reason why that she couldn't find the job was because she literally had a great talent that could pay off everything, pay her bills, have her live a greatest life.
Yes.
Sometimes we go through things and we don't understand that the reason why am I not getting a job right now? Why am I not lucky at this? Is there something that I'm missing? And then we forget because we're too forward running after things that are not going to work for us, and that God doesn't want to bless us.
And keep telling you got to go this way. Go this way. Go. You're like, but it's not working. I got to do this. I don't even have the money. And I got to start it. And it costs this much. Right. But the moral story, I'm sorry.
I had to apply to more than probably 100 jobs, like from work from home jobs, and God kept on saying no. You cannot put your applications in so many places and still not get hired. You
Because
know
remember,
what I mean?
he owns everything, and if
But
he
he
wants
said,
you,
no, he said, I don't want you to do that.
Yeah,
This
no.
is what I want you to do,
Yeah,
right?
this is what I want you to do.
Until I had to understand that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, not this. Not me
Yes.
trying to stress out and looking
and force something that's not naturally happening.
Right.
So in the story, the girl's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." She ended up getting the job, was working there, and one of the employees that ended up quitting. Long story short, was coming back. Somebody died in the family, and she wanted her job back. And so he was like, "Our budget's short, so we're gonna have to let one of y'all go." And unfortunately, it has to be you because she's been here for you're new, right? So she got the job that she wanted, and then she was let go from that job.
Right.
And she's sitting there complaining like, "Oh, I don't have friends and family." Dude, do you know this girl was sitting on a gold mine? She had 4 friends who were there to not only help her, they all told her that you should do this. You're great at this. You create all these cool little things. You got a nice following on Instagram. Why are you not using this at your advantage? All that. She collected $14,000 from selling her products. Her friends end up coming to her and say, "Yo, I can help you." We're like, "Yo, we need more friends like that."
I can help you.
We
with,
want those
running
type
your
of people
page.
in our life.
I can help you with this.
Yeah,
like,
she was like,
everybody?
"I can help you get the materials, and I can give you a discount at the store that I work at." And the other one's like, "I'll help you post them on what's name," and the other one's like, "I'll help you build it." And I'm like,
yeah.
He's working. God, you already know what I want. You already know what I need, right?
And sometimes those things happen to us too, but we don't see it. We can see it from the outside. I think that storyline was to tell you that you might be sitting on top of something like this. So open your eyes and look around you and see what it is that you need to do. Don't be pushing people who wants to be closer to you, pushing them away, people who can help you. Don't, because she was literally pushing them away in every kind of way. Everything that she could have done to let go of them, she would have, because she was stuck in a sense of like, I need to make this money to go home to my family. But I feel like that was the moment for us to reflect and say, hey, there are people around you that needs to help you, and that wants to help you, and that needs your help as well. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit there and cry? Are you going to sit there and wait? Are you going to sit there and try to focus on running and wanting this money, right? Because that's what we do. We be focusing on the end results, not the process. So we end up losing most of great people.
Yeah.
I think that was the storyline, and that was very good. I love watching diamond shows because it teaches something, especially if I'm watching it with my daughter, because I know that she's learning something. Yeah. I like him.
And with that being,
I like what he does. Go ahead. I'm sorry. And what he. Go ahead. Go ahead. Otherwise, I'm not gonna braid you. You're gonna have this today.
Okay.
And for the rest of the week.
All right. So look. Long story short, we got 2 minutes. Act, execute, come from a place of faith, and come from a place of forgiveness. Right?
Right.
You have an idea.
I haven't been reading comments.
You have an idea. You must act on it. You must act on it. You do not take your sweet ass time. I did use a cussing word. You do not take your sweet ass time to act on it.
Yeah.
God likes when you move right now.
Yeah. E.T. said something about being like urgent, like you need it right now, so do it. So you need it right now, like act as if you're reading it. You need it right now.
Yeah.
Be in it. How did he say it? Be in a certain position. No, I don't know. But when I remember, I will definitely.
JD, you know something? That's something that I'm working on. Being an ambassador, when I share these things with you guys, ambassadors don't cuss. Right? They don't cuss. They don't get mad from outside circumstances. They don't even change their emotional. They don't react to people. They don't react to outside things. Ambassadors are something I'm gonna share with y'all as soon as I get all the information I need, that I'm able to share it the way that I want to share it. But right now I'm absorbing, so I can't share these things yet. But it's so good that I think I will inspire a lot of people, and not only that, influence, right? Because once you are aware of these things, man, it's like, man, what is the excuses now? But long story short, um, execute, execute. Even start designing the way you want the page to look like, right?
Yeah.
Take a notebook out. You have time. You have time. You have time.
Even if you don't know how to do that, I feel like if you have an idea of what video you want to create, just go ahead and create the video. You don't need the skills to edit and all that. And also, if you want some inspiration, I would suggest you go watch Think Media. And if you want to learn more about YouTube, go watch Think Media channel, and then go watch Dodash is killing it. She's sharing everything that you need to know and everything that's gonna bring you to knowing what you're doing and what you're working for, right? What you're putting your time out there for. Because another thing, business. If you have a business, you're not gonna just get paid immediately from the business, but you are going to have to get to see the money and invest the money after that, right? But it takes you a minute to rip what you sow. You don't plant a seed and see it popping after 2 days. So you're gonna have to work on it, listen to these people, get the motivation, and start moving. We haven't been reading your comments. Oh my God, you have a lot of comments. I don't even know if I should go and read. Do you think I should read them?
Yes, you should.
Okay. All right.
Oh, JD, let me share this before you go.
Okay.
It says, how is God's will done in heaven? That's the question. How is God's will done in heaven?
Hey,
the answer is immediately and completely.
Yeah. I love that.
Immediately and completely. That's also the bringing the clarity to execute. Immediately.
Yeah. So JD said, yeah, people use words in the wrong place, okay? I think that was a conversation we were having earlier. And then like crazy and hysterical or starving, we are never starving. I hate when someone says I am starving, like really, yeah. I like to say that. But, I'll correct. Luck is created. We don't have bad luck or good luck. We create your own destiny. Oh, that's so true. Do things interfere? What? Do things interfere or get in the way of?
Do things interfere or
get in the way of course? But no such thing as luck, in my opinion. That's
I don't
crazy.
believe there's no such thing as luck.
Yeah, man. She made 14K. That's wild. Okay,
yeah.
That was the girl we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never deny someone's hand or help. Asking someone for guidance is not shameful. That's true. It's not shameful at all. To me, it's smart. Everyone needs a hand at some point. That is so true. I love that. I feel like I've recently learned that in my journey. That I need to be able to be okay asking for help, because sometimes I'd be wanting to do everything by myself. I wrote a lot. Dang, yes, you did. You stay, I don't know, you stay cursing. Lol, me too, ma'am. That's why I mentioned it. One thing I love about y'all is you do not give any of the troll comments any mind. Oh, yeah, we don't. And I have seen people write some awful-ish. I journal, daily. I love that. Yeah, I want to gain some alternative income eventually, just like y'all. I see some of the content creators and I never want to compare ever. But if they can do it, I can. Yes, you can too. Haha. Mm-hmm. I like that one.
You're talking about the
never
one
heard that.
The one I just shared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but check those two channels. I think you should focus on them for now, and know that Think Media, you're learning about what YouTube is about, and then Dodash, you are literally just getting motivation. All right.
Yeah. So with that being said, what up, though?
Hey, welcome, Brianna. Hey, Lock Fam. Hello.
So execute. The message of the day was execute, number one. Number 2, walk in faith, man.
Right.
Just come from a place of knowing. Just force yourself to evoke the feelings of faith and belief.
Yeah.
Faith and belief. Like faith and belief, what does that feel like? What does that feel like? Faith and belief, what does that feel like? And associate with other areas of your life where you have faith and belief at. And then take that feeling and apply it to God, okay? Last but not least is forgiveness.
Yeah.
Work on forgiving people. Forgive. Just say it. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. It's all good. We all good in the neighborhood. And I guarantee you, you will clean your skin, your spiritual presence, your mental mindset. You will cleanse because you want to not have any attachments to all these people and their energies. You just don't want any attachments to it. The only attachment you want to cling on is the way that God thinks, the way that God moves, the way that God, the energy of God. You want to just really just know what that feels like, right? We operate a lot of the times on what God thinks, a lot of times, and then we operate the opposite. But we want to maintain that frequency, like when we turn on the tab and it maintains that flow of water, right?
Yeah.
Right? That flow of water, it just goes shh. You be like, did you leave the water on? And it's shh. It's just maintaining that whole way through. So you want to just focus on that. These are the gems that we dropped with the conversation that we had today. And that's what I wanted to leave you guys with, because life is gonna be lifing, and it don't care nothing about what you feeling and your emotions. Life gonna life. And if you don't have any foundations, no principles, no values, no structure, no nothing, then you gonna get swept in with the current.
That's right.
And you're gonna drown.
That's right.
Right? And I don't want you to drown, but you gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe, because I know I want to breathe, so I'm gonna be floating and surfing on top of the water. You know what I'm saying? I might even walk on it if God says so. So you will understand what I'm talking about, because I'm just playing.
Brianna said, how was your weekend? Our weekend was great. It was my husband's birthday, so we had a busy weekend.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Yes, yesterday was your birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday. My birthday.
I think you guys were talking to each other. I think you guys were talking to each other after that with JD. And that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh wow, yo."
Yes.
It was good. Had pizza.
Hey, that's good.
We ain't had pizza in 17 years.
Oh my God! Ever since this,
we missed the pizza.
In 17 years, though.
365.
We did have a pizza.
Around the sun, brother.
We just had a.
Thank you so much, brother.
We just had a. We was fasting. We did a Daniel fast for the whole of January, and we will share how that went with you guys. We'll probably make a video and a vlog of what we ate and how we kept ourselves going and moving and motivating. But it was great. It was great in terms of like clarity, in terms of like gut health and everything else. So I'm
gonna tell you what, them poops was coming out smooth, baby. I ain't never had a poop that just came out. No, that's true. I'm lying. I did have poop that came out smooth.
You something else.
But from a long time, a little duration of time, and not having clean and smooth poops. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I just like I be airbending. I be like, like damn, that poop smooth, baby. I come out like, hey, baby, look, you know what I'm saying? I just want to share that that poop was smooth. You know that.
We need to see people with the pipes are clogged.
And that's what I mean too when I talk about like. I'm glad you got that analogy, the pipes clogged, because that's what I'm talking about too when dealing with people. You don't want to clog your pipes by reacting to them. You clog your pipes and you clog your connection to God. And that's
I love that. I love it.
Yo, so with that being said, yo, peace, blessings, prosperity, and success of abundance. I'm gonna power up this.
We have an announcement to make. We're not gonna be here tomorrow morning. However, we'll be here maybe later on the day, but we have an event to attend from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we'll probably be here later on the day, or we will see you guys on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, what?
I know. I know we have an event tomorrow.
But we're going to use that time to vlog and drop out some content for you guys. And we're going to drop out what yesterday, tomorrow's event is going to be about. We're going to use that time to vlog.
Definitely.
And what I wanted to say.
No way, you better be here.
And then two, we might go live for like a split second. Just thinking about it.
Because we're gonna have breaks in the
yeah. We thinking about it. We thinking about it.
I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I don't know either.
Registration starts at 7:30.
Just kidding. Do your thing. Peace, blessings.
Yeah,
all right, babe, you hit the end button while I do a Kamehameha. Ready?
Oh, I wanted us to cheers.
You want us to cheers? Oh, that's cheers on the end of the live. And then
Oh.
wait before you. Come on, go, baby, go. Hi, babe.